you can't beat the actors at this game. They've got
Okay, up to yourself.
a built-in advantage.
Pass.
Brandon has had no
Call.
favors from the deck so far. And here's Leilani with the
Pass.
medium-sized ace. You said you think there's going to be a lot
Oh,
of
look.
unraised pots, but
She only plays one hand, Daniel,
Raise
doesn't she?
2,000 more, 4 total.
Throw it away, that's it.
well, there's no
Pass.
aces left in the deck,
No.
is there?
Call.
And that's a very good fold by Jamie.
Well, it took me 3 hours to drum it into and they're no good. He
Yeah.
played the ace-10 last time.
Leilani in a bit of trouble here. And
Probably more turning
pretty
Check.
fortunate that she's
Check.
missed this completely.
Check.
Although Danielle, trapping.
She must think this game's easy, Jesse, eh?
I tell you, the last time she played, she got aces 3 times on the trot.
Yeah.
In here she gets them here, the 5th hand.
2,000.
Slowly, slowly. I'll tell you what, both Danielle and Leilani are here to win. They're not just making up numbers.
Well, I should imagine Danielle's got her instructions from Teddy, all right, hasn't she?
Yeah,
He's tough.
he's proved to be very
Yeah.
tough on these tables. And that's a bit of a danger card there for Danielle.
Check. Check. And declare.
Best hand will win in the showdown. Pocket Rockets.
Oh.
And how do you think Danielle played that? I mean, she did get a bit of chips there.
Played it exactly right, really.
You always get aces, don't you? Say.
One pot played, one win there for Danielle Lloyd, which I think will bring her not far from the chip lead.
That's like 1 in.
Yeah, puts her on 105. Jamie's got 126. And Anthony's on 102.
Did you win every hand from?
Oh, when I had the aces,
Oh.
yeah. No one wants to play with me. That was a problem.
Pass.
I'll tell you what, in addition to getting aces 3 times in a row, last time Danielle played, she laid down a monumental
Pass.
bluff with a 5 high on the river. Yeah, she's got quite a bit of bravery behind her as well.
She has if she's playing these two.
Raise to
Yeah.
4,000 total.
Double the bet with the
Pass.
Montana Banana.
Pass.
And do you think she just realizes what kind of image she has here?
Yeah, for sure. Teddy's probably said that if you know, you win a hand and then another bluff.
These guys are used to putting on an act and winning on the biggest stages, but can they hold their nerve while bluffing for a $350,000 prize pool? Join us for more after the break.
No one to play with? There's always partypoker.com.
Nice X.
Davis here under the gun. You think Davis's strategy is pretty much no bluffing, at least not for the time being.
Yeah. If he gets down to 3-handed, then he might.
And that's what that was probably on the top list of no-nos that you gave Jamie Foreman. But
Listen, I'd be the last.
Anyways, or
I'd be the
check?
last
Yeah.
person to tell him off.
this is interesting.
Crazy,
Foreman's
isn't it?
limped in. Leilani from the small blind, and now Anthony Hutton from the big blind with the 7 deuce sticks in a race. This is all image, isn't it?
Yeah. What amazes me about that though, why do it with a 7 deuce? You know, I mean, at least have something matching there to do it. Because I don't think the raise is big enough anyway, is it?
Well, it's
Only
only
he's been sitting there for too long. and getting
4,000
bored,
more, but
Yeah, I do what he said, Jamie.
wow. He was Jamie's
Yeah,
right on to him.
yeah.
Now, what will Alani think? She'll never know how good shape her 6s are in. And
Well done, Ann. Well done, Ann.
Anthony Hutton, well, If nothing else, he's definitely got some wiggle to his
Do it
game.
again.
I was really bored.
That's what he said.
He's really bored. Our fans said he was. I know he was.
I want to do Steve's technique, I want to move.
Get the shoulders, get the
They're all
brain
looking
working
at
a little
Anthony Hutton right now. It's a great table image he's got. And speaking of, former world champion Phil Hellmuth has got some thoughts on that matter.
Table image. Let me tell you a little secret about table image. It's not quite as important to the great players who can basically have their way with the table. But for most players, table image is extremely important. If you're folding a lot of hands and playing a good patient game, then you're setting the table up so that you can make some bluffs later. You're going to need those bluffs to survive. If you're playing really fast and too many hands, you're not going to be able to bluff as much, but you're going to get more action when you do have a strong hand. Personally, I like to play a very patient game, especially because, you know, I mean, the way the blinds start in the beginning, it suits that. And then I like to surprise them with some fast play right near the end, and usually it puts them off. They don't know what to do. So table image, start tight and end loose.
Played about 20 hands, and I think the biggest bet that we've seen is maybe 8,000. It's not like there's been no cards out there.
Yeah, it's like you said, they're all a bit conservative early on.
So
I think after the next level, you might see in the chips
raise
going
it
in a
5.
bit bigger.
9's cool.
8-9 suited for Danielle. 4 plus 5 is 9. Foreman drumming the table with the pocket ducks. I could see him folding here.
He's
Tough.
folded, yeah.
Oh, he raised.
And
Re-raise.
re-raise announced from Brandon Block, who's had enough of Danielle.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to double it, so it'll be 18.
Sorry.
Is this impatience,
18
or has he
total.
picked up that her raising frequency is
another-
high?
Yeah, it's like we said,
What we're putting
So
in.
you can't keep
14,
doing it
so
because
5 more.
you know you know that you're not picking up big hands every time.
oh no.
So someone has to put her to the test.
one
Just
more.
re-raise her.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Ace-6,
One
not a
more.
huge hand, but Block says, I think it's the best, and it is right now. It's
He's only raised the minimum, I think, hasn't he?
the 18,000 to Steve Davis here,
9 more.
who's folded up, and 9,000 more to Danielle Lloyd.
And cool.
Well, I think this is the biggest pot we've had now.
Yeah, definitely.
And action will be on Lloyd first. If she hits this flop,
Well, we've seen she checks when she hits, doesn't she? That's what we've seen so far.
Ace,
they've
8,
both
3.
hit a pair. Brandon Block says higher.
Check.
It's been about 18 now. Only
Nice. 4.
15.
Yeah. 15.
I think she'll be passing what we've seen.
I mean, it's a pretty sophisticated pass because she has hit a pair, but the right one, isn't it?
Yeah. I think she's been playing really well.
Yeah. And Danielle saying the 8 not good enough with the ace on board. She was right. But Brandon Block really making something out of nothing there.
Well-played sandwich.
Yeah. I am, and I.
Brandon saying if he's not going to get any cards, he's going to make his own arrangements. That's what he did.
You know you wanted
Don't
to.
hate
You know
your
you were dying
emotions.
to, weren't you?
Oh, it's
I
done.
thought the shades were going to come out any minute then.
Brandon's known as a complete raving nutcase, Jesse. So we're expecting something from him.
Oh, yeah, that's gone. That's gone.
Well,
You just remember it?
Well, I started to remember it because
I reminded you.
So 4.
What was it again?
Cool.
Have I got to put in?
So 4 to call.
And Danielle has now played about
I'm sorry,
5
I've
hands
just
in a
got a bit
row,
confused. What-
limping in with the
So 4 to
3-5
call,
suited.
Or you can fold.
Okay, sorry.
And Foreman with the big
Alright.
ace. This could be a multi-way pot.
Monday. Was it Monday? Perhaps it's not.
So 2.
Pass.
I reckoned Anthony Hutton would have played just about
No
any
rest.
2 cards there. But 8-4, no good.
King, 10, Jack. Check.
Straight
Check.
draw for Davis.
Pardon?
What's
You can bet whatever, 4 or more.
Flush
more.
draw for Danielle. And middle pair for Foreman. He's reaching red. Should he be betting here?
But no, he shouldn't. He shouldn't really.
Yeah, you can check. Or put bet in.
There's no, don't have to bet.
Yeah, I'll check.
And check.